This is going to be a bit of a long story, but it's a true one. It happened on July 4th. We were at the beach, a bunch of us, having a bonfire. There were fireworks in the distance, the sound of waves crashing, the laughter of my friends. It was supposed to be a perfect night. There was this guy who joined us, I'll call him Matt. He just blended in with us, Said he was a friend of a friend or something. He was a bit older than us, probably in his early 20s, but he seemed cool. He told us stories of college, made us laugh, and brought a ton of beer. We liked him. I noticed one of my friends, Jake, started hanging out a lot with Matt. Jake was kind of shy and quiet, so we thought it was great he was making a new friend. Matt would always sit next to him at the bonfire, pat him on the back, and crack jokes with him. Jake seemed to be having the time of his life. Anyway, the night wore on, and I noticed Matt kept offering Jake more and more drinks. Jake was only 17. He couldn't handle it. I remember telling Matt, "Hey, maybe Jake's had enough." But Matt just shrugged me off, and Jake insisted he was okay. By the time it got really late, Jake was wasted. Matt offered to walk Jake home since they lived in the same direction. I didn't think much of it. I wish I had. The next morning, Jake's parents called. He hadn't come home. We told them about Matt, and they called the police. But the cops? They didn't take us seriously. They said it was probably just a teen prank, that Jake was probably sleeping off a hangover at Matt's. But days passed, and there was still no sign of Jake. The cops started looking into it, but there was no record of a Matt living in the direction Jake had left in. His cell phone was found on the beach, wiped clean. We searched the beach, the woods nearby, shouting Jake's name till our throats were sore. I remember the cold dread settling in, growing with every passing hour. The fireworks of July 4th had long since faded, replaced by a nightmare none of us had imagined. A week later, they found Jake's torn shirt in the woods. I still remember the chilling sight of it, the familiar fabric, marred with dark stains and ragged edges. The beach bonfire felt like a distant dream, and in its place was a cold, hard reality. Jake was missing, and a suspicious person we'd welcomed as a friend was possibly the last one to see him. Every night since, I replay that night in my head, the laughter, the fireworks, the bonfire, and the strange, unsettling sight of Matt, watching Jake with a smile that now seems far from friendly. I wish we'd been more careful. I wish we hadn't let Jake go with him. But wishes don't change reality. So here I am, telling you this story. If you're a teen, be careful who you trust. And if you're an adult, take teens seriously when they're scared. It's too late for Jake, but maybe it's not too late for someone else. Maybe someone out there knows something. Maybe they saw something that night. I don't know, but I do know that this isn't a ghost story. It's not a haunted house. It's real. It's Jake's story, and it's still unfolding. I just hope it has an ending, and that someday we'll find Jake.